The grey man does whatever a grey man can. Can he make a comic feed? Yes, he can. He just did. Watch now, a video from Grey Man. A video from Grey Man.
Grey Maniacs gather! It's time for some more Hawkman! Right, now I was deliberating in the last video how many more runs there were in this box of Hawkman, and it turned out there was 3. There's like a shortish one, and a really long one, and then another shortish one. And I'm like, well, what I'll do, I'll show you the 2 shortish ones, so they won't be chronological. So when you come back for the next one, it'll be going back in time a little bit. But first up, we've got this one from September 1993. I think this was a different Hawkman. I think they decided it was a different guy. It might have been the guy who was Golden Eagle for some reason. That memory is, or some kind of tie-in to that Golden Eagle fellow who was in the Teen Titans. I can't remember now. It's a nice shiny 90s bling. Let's have a quick look inside. I'm sure there was a different kind of storyline to do. Was it in this moment they were talking about the totems of people? The totems of characters. It's John Ostrander again doing the story. Jan DeSermo, who was doing quite a lot of the last one as well. But I was hoping there was going to be like a little box at the beginning saying who he was. But I'm oh, it's still saying Qatar. But I had a feeling it was him, but it wasn't him kind of thing. Some kind of weirdness. Right. Yeah, it's not telling me. This is another one I need to read again. I'm pretty sure this is not Carter Hall or Carter Hull. That's what I'm saying. It's neither of them. I can't remember who it is, or if they decided it is him in the end. But yeah, he's. Because even in the comic book they're saying, we're not sure who this guy is. And they sort of said there's a little bit where the newswoman was talking, saying, well, there was that one guy called Carter Hall who used to be Hawkman back in the World War II time. And then there was fighting a dinosaur person. And then it was Carter Hall. And we're not sure who this third person is because they've got a different costume. Is it one of them two? There's Wonder Woman coming into the scene again. I'm sure there was something to do with like animal spirits at one point, and he was capturing them or going after them. Right, number 5. But there's one thing I'm sure it was in this run, and it was pretty sure it was kind of disturbing for me. It was kind of like, what? Really? I think he's going after like animal spirits, or people who have taken on the spirits of animals, like totems kind of thing. And he's got the Hawk totem. Right, and at one point he's going after there was a run of Aquaman, and at the end towards the end of the run, he's befriended this young boy, and he's run away from home or something like that, and one of Aquaman's villains, who seemingly has gone straight, the fisherman or something like that, or the angler. Oh, I don't even know if I want to say this. I just wondered if I should need to read them again, make sure I've not got it all. But I've thought it for ages. But like at the end of this Aquaman run, Aquaman goes off, leaves this young boy with his ex-villain. I can't remember what that was all about. It wasn't supposed to be like a permanent thing or anything like that. But anyway, and then next time you see that villain in this Hawkman, they say he's a predator. He's like preys on young children, like. And it was like, oh, that's not the same guy who that Aquaman left that kid. No, yeah. I need to bloody check that up. I keep remembering that story, or thinking I remember that story. And I'm like, hopefully I'm saying it all wrong. Hopefully it was a different character, because otherwise it's like, it's just the connotations and just yeah. I need to just double check that. It's probably a similar character or something like that. I don't know. I need to. It's so long since I read that, and when the thing is as well, When I read, I haven't gone back and checked it, so maybe I was imagining it, and that wasn't the case. But yeah, I need to read that Aquaman one again when I find out what Aquaman one it was, and then read this one again just to double check it is the same character. Maybe I'll see it. If I see it in here, I might open it up and just check that it's the same character. Yeah, look, Hawkman fighting Hawkman. It's almost as popular as Superman fighting himself. Superman's always meeting himself, isn't he? There's always like Clark Kent and Superman on the cover. Godspawn. Yeah, see, this is the Hulk totem that he becomes like an embodiment for. And then he goes hunting down the other totems for reasons that I can't remember. He actually had proper wings at the end of that. Right. It's Zero. Hawkman Zero, the beginning of tomorrow. Right, yeah, now he's hunting down. See, Eyes of the Hawk, 1 of 4. There's the bear totem. It's like the embodiment of the bear's power or something like that. Eyes of the Hawk. He's fighting Aquaman here. Let's see if this is the one where he faces off against the fisherman or whatever his name. The angler, the fisherman. Oh yeah, look at, oh dear me. Oh my dear. Sorry about this. Do apologise. No, I don't apologise. I've said this before. I won't apologise for getting caught up on my comic books because I've not read them for ages, and I'm like, I should have. It's Scavenger. Maybe it was the Scavenger. Or maybe it was the angler who was one who was. It just seemed very. It was like an Aquaman villain being left. Oh, anyway, let's not carry on with that. But Aquaman's definitely in this, and the guy at the beginning literally just ripped out a kid's heart. Yeah, featuring Diana. Why Diana and not Wonder Woman? Was there something going on with Wonder Woman at that time? Did she got a new costume? Did she change her persona for a bit? Right, part 4 of 4 is fighting some kind of Cobra totem. Right, number 18, Childhood's End. Right, number 19, Hawkman, featuring Hawkwoman. Jeez. Guns toting. Guns blazing. Gun toting, bullet blazing. Yeah. All those things. Alright, Hawkman and Black Condor team up. You'd think they'd be more friends actually, wouldn't you? Black Condor doesn't really get much use actually. He should be a regular feature in Hawkman, I reckon. Oh yeah. Oh. Hawkman versus Shadow Thief and the new Gentleman Ghost. What? The new Gentleman Ghost? Who's alive? By the looks of him? Interesting. Right, return to Thanagar. The Way of the Warrior Part 3. So this must be crossing over with, I'm guessing, Wonder Woman and Warrior. Guy Gardner warrior. Guy Gardner's in his Zangdurian alien guy phase. I can't remember the name of his alien race he was supposed to be part of. I think it was like Xandarian or something like that. And there's Diana in her new that costume I was pointing out to you earlier on. Escape from Death Rock. The Way of the Warrior, Hawkman, Part 6. So yeah, and Diana and Guy Gardner there as well. So it must have been crossing over between those three titles. Lion Hunt, Part 1 of 2. Yeah, this is another regular Hawkman villain from the Silver Age. I think it's called Lion's Mane. But in the first Silver Age one, it looks like he was cured, like, I think it was. But obviously he's come back a few times since then. I think it was a meteorite that fell out of the sky. It's always meteorites, isn't it? Let's face it. Right, and there's part 2, number 25 of the run. And it's a nice, arty, painted kind of cover. Very interesting. Yeah, my stomach making funny noises. Right, Underworld Unleashed, number 26. Looks like his Scarecrow's facing. Looks like he's facing the Scarecrow. He's making him a little bit scaredy. Scarecrows are good for scaring the birds away. Just fell out of the magazine. When did that get in there? It must not from my comic shop. It's like it's a message from the comic shop people. Wait, how come it's in my comic book? Because this is not a shop that I shop with. This is a shop in Kent. Did I buy these separately or something and get it from eBay or something? And yeah, interesting. I don't remember ever seeing that before. I thought I got this from my comic shop. Why has he got a letter in it from another comic shop? Basically, it was saying this crosses over with one of your comics that you're reading, so we've put it in there for free, sort of thing. You have no obligation to buy it, that kind of thing. Interesting. That got in there. It's confusing me. Maybe I bought these another time off eBay. Maybe I did buy them when they come out monthly from my comic shop. It's weird. So many comics that I think I've got from my comic shop, because I went to the same shop all the time, and later when it turns out I've got them for somewhere else. It's like they've got price labels on for somewhere else. I'm like, well, I don't remember that. I'm sure I was buying them from my local comic shop. Why has it got a price label on it from a different shop? But anyway, Dr. Polaris. Voices of Dissent. Hawkman's basically flying Conan, isn't he? Hunter Hunted Prey, Part 1 of 3. Ostrander's no longer writing. It was like Christopher Priest, maybe. Someone with the surname of Priest, anyway. That's the only person I can think of. I think there's a guy called Christopher Priest. I'm sure there is. This is the final story of this run, anyway. There you go. That's all your Hawkmans for you. Hawkmen. Right, that's that run. That finished in 96. Right, then there was another run which I'll show you next time, and after that run we got the new 52 run. Savage Hawkman. I'm not sure if I got all of these, because I stopped collecting part way into the new 52 for various reasons I've mentioned before on my channel. Right. Again, I think this might have been the one who was the Golden Eagle at one point. I can't remember now. I don't think it's Cat Hole. I don't think it's going to tell me either. We shan't worry about it. Morpheus, maybe Morpheus. He's a menace apparently. Death rules the skies. It's an interesting looking new costume for this savage Hawkman. Cornered. Attacked by the undead. Haunted by Gentleman Ghost. Here he looks more alive than dead. The Swarm of Death. Seems to be a lot of death going on in these covers. A lot of zombies, lots of ghosts. In this savage one of Hawkman. Above the Streets of New York, Death Match. And this one was kind of like half lizard. Right, there's not a very long run, so just one little package to go. So I think I stopped collecting them at about 14, 15. I wasn't sure if there's any more after this. After that. The Savage Hawkman at last, the Winged Warrior Unleashed. Backed into a corner, thirsty for blood. Oh dear, cover by Liefeld, yeah, I should have realised that. But it's not his worst. Oh dear. Apparently he's plotting and scripting this now, Rob Liefeld. And doing the cover by the looks of it. Beware the horror of Saint Bastian. Not too bad. Enter the killer known as Pike. Oh, that's very much a Liefeld kind of character. He's not come over from like a Wildstorm or like something like that, has he? Sure that Pike was around, just maybe because it's so Liefeld-esque. I'm sure that guy was around in Youngblood or something. Alright, another Zero issue. I don't know why they went to Zero again, just as a selling point maybe, just for a bit of fun. It had nothing to do with Zero, like the previous Zero did. At least as far as I know it didn't anyway. Right, number 13, Part 1, Hawkman Wanted. And Part 14, this is the last one I've got, Hawkman Wanted. Green Arrow joining in, I think it's Connor Hawke Green Arrow, isn't it? I don't think that's Oliver Queen. I believe that's Connor Hawke. Let's check if I don't think it's the last issue. It might be worth. No, it's not the last issue. There's probably only a few more in that run, because I might have to see if I can get the rest of that run just for completion's sake. Seems crazy to have, you know, if it ends up finishing on 20 and that's number 15, you know, and I can get the last 5 issues for cheap, I will try to do so. Yeah, because you don't want no like non-complete runs in your box, do you? You know, obviously you have to certain occasions, but a cheap one like that, you know, New 52, I should be able to get them without too much trouble. Anyway, so that's it for this video. I thank you for watching my face and hands and comics. Yeah, that was a really bad sign off, wasn't it? Yeah, I have to work on that. I'm still new at all this making video lark, you know. So yeah, I often mess up. Anyway, till next time, have a great amazing day, and may all your news be good news. Practicing my smile. Have a great amazing day. I'll have a great amazing day. Have a great amazing day. I hope you have a great amazing day.